two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Oklahoma State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. punts it out of the air.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Freeman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Cowboys are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it behind the line. It's Brock. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Flores. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. To the air, it's Flores. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Boyd. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. That's caught. It's Boyd. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Hammond. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Flores. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 10, Oklahoma State.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Finds his man. It's Douglas. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the move, it's Joyner. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Morton. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Virgil. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The play-action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Virgil.
First down pass, complete to the wideout. Also more throwing play. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Dropping back, it's Flores. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
On the play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. He's got him. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brock. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Set to kickoff.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Red Raiders line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Morton. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Makes the catch. It's Virgil. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you run those routes, those crow routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Offense gets set for second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Morton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Red Raiders are on the move. The give is to Williams. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Give to the running back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pick up a 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
the chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Flores. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Rigby. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Lloyd. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 27. Oklahoma
The
State.
kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Morton. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Shoots his way for more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on first and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Quarterback will keep it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're working that left side.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Flores. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brock. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. Escapes, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Got a man. It's Fitzpatrick. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
To the wideout. Brought down at the 14-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
And the Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Flores. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Near the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.